Well, it was once said that a week is a long time in politics, but about 72 hours is a very long time in the life of a trainer's yard. David, obviously, first and foremost, our thoughts and sympathies to everybody involved in Adagio. It was desperately sad what happened. But I know also that you've been deeply touched by a number of messages that you've had from people who realise what a sad day that was.
That's right, yeah. It's something that obviously no one ever wants to happen. And he was a fantastic horse. We've got some great memories, and we'll cherish all the messages that we've had. Racing is a great sport for that everyone rallies round, and we look forward to better times.
And the sun is out on Monday lunchtime at Pond House. We've seen an awful lot of the sun in recent weeks, but I haven't seen anybody yet being instructed by the trainer to do a rain dance. So put it into perspective, there's a lot been made obviously of the weather. See it from your position.
Look, we're not worried here. Our horses aren't quite ready yet. We're always slightly later starters, end of October, beginning of November, because personally I think this can happen more often than not. We're still watering the gallops at the present moment, and I'm sure that will stop shortly. A lot of people getting frustrated, but let's just hope when it does come that it doesn't stop.
And let us not forget too that at the moment March and April are a very long way away.
That's right, yeah. So it's a long old season. We're all keen and excited to get going, and looking forward to it.
And presumably, hopefully, it's always been a meeting. The Cheltenham November must be in your mind for a few, perhaps, just to, that's the sort of time of year when normally you start to up the ante a bit.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have a few going there, and we've got a few penciled in. We'll start getting going beginning of November, and lots to look forward to.
Is this really the sort of month where you spend quite a lot of time talking to owners and sort of making plan A for the winter for some of these horses?
Yeah, and before they start running, some owners come to the yard to have a look at the horses before the season actually gets going, and once they're on the racetrack, that's when we usually meet up on the racetrack.
Well, let's talk a little bit more specifics. I've been lucky enough to come down and do for you the horses to follow from the various members of the yard, and I was impressed that yes, there were a few of the well-known names that everybody will recognise, but one or two new names, suggesting to me that this has been quite a summer of influx at Pond House. Am I right?
Yeah, we've got some have retired or been moved on, and we've got new ones come in as well. So I think we've got a good selection of everything from horses coming back from injury to the stars, and as you say, new ones coming in.
Maybe a believer one, hopefully, that fits into that category. Yeah,
that's right. He's coming back from an injury. He'll go chasing, and he's very exciting over fences.
And the likes of remastered Jericho Rock, who knocked on the door so often last year that they were likely to be arrested for loitering with intent. Hopefully this year we'll be going through the door.
Yeah, they've summered well, and they'll both have entries in the Coral Cup, I think it's called now, the old Hennessy. They'll have entries for them. They're in good form and exciting. Staying Chasers Remasters had a wind up. We hope that has helped him. And Jericho Rock, only 6, still and strengthened up during the summer.
What did you like to see? Had some great bumpers last year. We had a good season in bumpers. There are one or two you don't quite know how good they are, but you're really excited at trying to find out, because when you win a bumper, sometimes it's just an ordinary race, and sometimes you beat 2 or 3 really decent animals.
That's right, yeah, they'll go novice hurdling this year, and as you say, I said earlier, we bought some new ones like Royal Defender, Man at Work, Jet Smart, Microenormous. So we've added to the team, and looking forward to it.
And you've been Irish point-to-pointing again, haven't you? There's one or two come in from that route.
Yeah, that's right. We look everywhere, but we've been quite successful with the Irish point-to-point route, and so they've done some schooling now. They're jumping nicely, and they're nearly there, ready to go when the clouds open.
And is this the time of year where Leanne gets sick because you take the programme book to bed with you? Because there is an element of it's down to the trainer finding the right race, isn't it?
That's the fun bit of training, finding the right races. So there's lots penciled in, and novice hurdles now will have 70 entries in when the rain comes. So it's just it'll be a bit of a backlog, but it will soon work itself out.
And jockey-wise, the man who's been making the headlines this summer is young Philip Armstrong. And of course, this place has got a fantastic, and I know you're very proud of it, record with young conditional jockeys, the champions that have been through, you and your father before you.
That's right.
And Mr. Armstrong suggesting that you might be a serious contender.
Yeah, another winner yesterday. I think he's on 20 for the season, so he's leading at present. He's done extremely well. We've got Fergus Gillard as well, conditional, and David Noonan, Tom Scudamore.
Good to see his number. You and I both chuckled when he finally, when we saw the age of his latest birthday, didn't we?
Yeah, that's right. And we got good amateurs as well, Martin McIntyre and Tom Dixon. So good team, and they work together, and it's all about a team effort.
And finally, you probably tell me you won't answer. Trainer's horse to follow.
Trainer's horse to follow.
Or is that what you employ staff for?
It's the one that wins most prize money this season, so I'm not going to jinx one.